Hello, everyone. Back with an IRS tax refund update. On today's episode, we'll recap the latest when it comes to those tax refund delays still impacting tens of millions of taxpayers this year, including many of you. Meanwhile, taxpayers are reporting yet another problem this tax season, including incorrectly receiving a specific notice from the IRS, and it's not the first year it has happened, so we're going to talk about that as well. Also, we did see some developments this week on how bad those refund delays continue to be, and some news for those of you waiting on paper returns. Now, as those refund delays stretch into yet another week, impacting taxpayers who have filed as far back as January, in what continues to be one of the worst tax seasons on record, this week the IRS notified Congress that the Taxpayer Advocate Service will not be accepting new cases for assistance until October 15th, in particular for those unprocessed mail returns. This is yet another unacceptable failure that all of you are continuing to experience, and at this point, all of you are way beyond excuses. And many of the problems we have reported that are causing these issues were preventable, from the IRS still using 1960s systems at their National Computing Center to not spending most of the $1.4 billion in funding they received as part of the American Rescue Plan. All of you have simply had enough and are in fact due those legitimate refunds. Now, yet another problem taxpayers are reporting is incorrectly receiving the CP14 notice, like the example seen here, from the IRS stating they owe the IRS. Now, this is not the first time this has happened. It's actually happened a number of times over the years. Back in 2011, the IRS accidentally sent out over 200,000 of these notices by mistake. Now, if you did owe the IRS and paid them for any balance owed, make sure to check if that payment was in fact processed by check or credit card. But this problem highlights yet another failure where taxpayers who are supposed to be receiving notices are not getting them, in many cases extremely important in resolving their refund delays, while others, like in this case, are receiving a notice they never should have in the first place. Meanwhile, the IRS has announced an update on the status of their backlog, and by their own reporting, it has actually gotten worse. Since their last update of the backlog, unprocessed returns have grown by another 400,000 to now 10.2 million unprocessed returns. However, that number is in dispute as Congress has indicated that number is still actually over 30 million at this point. For those of you checking for an update on the Refund Status Results page on the IRS website, we still continue to get reports of the site not updating and reflecting the most up-to-date information, so it is continued to be advised to check those tax transcripts for additional updates. Now, without the lack of official coverage, we will continue to post updates to keep awareness to what is happening out there to all of you still waiting on those refunds. At the very least, the comments sections have been serving as a forum for people to share and discuss their issues, as there really is a lack of places to comment on this topic. We've had viewers highlight their experiences, in some cases finally getting refunds after months of waiting, and while others continue to wait. With the IRS answering only 10% of phone calls and the TAS not accepting new cases for those paper filers until October, unfortunately these problems are going to carry on. Now, majority of you who responded indicating you are waiting for refunds over $5,000, so we're talking a significant amount of money. It has to be said again, you have been completely failed in this process, and at the very least, this channel remains committed to you by continuing to cover this topic. Let us know in the comments section below what problem you're currently experiencing. In the meantime, make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.